they're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New York Giants and their inner-city rivals, the New York Jets. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Oh, good return up past the 30. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
When we spent our time talking to the coaches prior to the game, they emphasized that they wanted a quick start to begin things. Most of the time you think about that on the offensive side of the ball, but in this case, it's the special teams that provide that quick start.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Throw left side complete. That's Moore. And he goes out right around the 39. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. At their own 24-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterboom. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now he'll try to run with this. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. You talk about this Jets defense. They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
To throw, Dart. He'll check this one down to Scatterboom. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, He got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Dart from the gun on third down. Open man, that's Malik Neighbors. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be fourth down.
In punt formation for the Giants.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. Setting up the screen for Miller. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
The 31-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Ready.
2nd and 13. Quick slant, caught by Moore. A gain of 5. 3rd and 7 now.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Tommy Townsend in.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. This is taken at the 18. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Here's 2nd and 10. Dart going to give to Scannable. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one 28 yards on the ground. They finally caught up to him there at the end of the play, but great inside handoff, and what a powerful run.
The first few yards seemed relatively easy. Then it got tougher, right? And that's where he showed that he was not going to go down easily. He was not going to be denied until he got everything he could out of that run.
Out of bounds at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up
2nd down and 3. Play action now. Dart. He'll get that to his tight end, Theo Johnson.
It's time to give real credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here's Dart. And he'll find the open man. That's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 29-yard line. 12 yards on third down as the drive rolls on.
A gain of 12. First down, New York.
Here's Dart. Hyatt there to grab it. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after one. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. But to throw once more, here's Dart. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller.
And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Tyrone Tracy, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. This to the sideline and over everybody. Incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me.
At the 24-yard line.
2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw here. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Pulled in at the 24. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads. They don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense. They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Man in motion left. That's Smith and Jigba. Working out of the gun is Dart. He connects with Hyatt. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
To throw now, Dart. Outright to Smith and Jigba. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Giants, first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
From the gun, Dart. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Now a first and 10 at the 11. Now throwing again. Here's Dart. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Now a second and 10. To the air, Dart. He gets it left side of Johnson. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Theo Johnson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants go up by 2 touchdowns.
The kicker on.
Point after try forthcoming. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Leads the score. Giants 14. Jets nothing.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Okay, ready?
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They'll give it up the middle to Miller. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Well, that's one stuff. We'll see if this defense has another in their back pocket.
I just wonder on the other side of the ball, do you just challenge the big guys up front? This is short yardage situation. We ought to be able to pick this up. Or do you say to yourself, they are awfully tough. I've got to throw it on this down.
18, pioneer. Ready,
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. And it's taken in at the 9. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 16-yard line.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. First down, here's Scatterby. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. The slot man in motion right. Throwing, dart. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Now he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
At the 40-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this one's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Looking to throw. It's caught. Smith. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They'll drop the throw. They'll try and do this, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Taken in at the 22. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left.
Whoa.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Let's go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
And the tight end goes in motion left. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought the first half, they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Give up the middle, Scatteroo. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 51 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Throwing his dart. A throw right side caught by Neighbors. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be second down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, Dart. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete.
God damn it!
Past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Scatteroo. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. To throw, Dart. That's caught left side by Neighbors. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. He got 29 yards that time.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Dart. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line. First down. Surprised that wasn't a run.
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Throwing again is Dart. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30. .27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked in each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Here we go. Ready?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They hold him only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Second down and 8. Inside handoff now. Miller. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Hard throw, incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, gotta catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down. And I'm not sure if he got a little sloppy with his mechanics or just put too much juice on the snap, but either way, this one ends up out of the punter's reach, and now it's up to their defense to bail them out.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They're going to look to throw. Down man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jets have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Here's Dart. And the ball is knocked out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
It's palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the throw behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game. I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. To the air again, Dart. Looking high, it's Lee once again. Yeah, he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 22.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
To throw is Dart. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Let's go.
Here's Dart. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Throwing his Dart. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Jalen Hyatt, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Let's go now. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Miller. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle.
Fuck you, okay, good bad bitches with me too. I don't know anything going with it too.
Okay,
They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
Here we go.
On play action, they'll throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. It's Deontay Banks with it.
Hey, my name,
It's his second year in the league as a quarterback. That's going to be when he flips on the tape. He's like, I should have thrown that ball.
I keep looking go bad bitches with me too. Damn. But I had to tell you, I don't be honest.
Line of scrimmage at 31 as they line up second and 10. Hyatt goes in motion left. Now Dart. Gives this one to Johnson. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective game nonetheless.
And they'll get this down to the 10.
I keep looking go bad bitches with me too. And you ain't never good with bitches with me, you do too. I don't know to you, but I had to tell the truth. I done be honest.
I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Here's Dart once more. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Jalen Hyatt with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Giants are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
I keep looking go bad bitches with me too. Oh, baby, what we used to do. I got to that to you, but
and he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time.
And everyone goes through this because even invested in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you. And interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond. Not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And past the 40.
Order. Like a son.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
31-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Oh man, like the sun, gas, sun, water, can't don't be no fun.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. Good gain there on first down. And keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. They'll give it to Scannaboo. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
I'm getting money. I'm getting money.
As he has been tremendous all day long.
Damn.
That's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game,
Damn.
they've been satisfied with what he's given them. They've needed a big run. First down, he's the guy they turn to. Keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Glistening watch. Hey, goddamn, I got swagger. I've been a club in an 08 Jaguar. Even that cutting, sitting on some bucket. I could see you. Put the picture, cut the paper. Put
And he couldn't even get going.
I don't want to hit it no more.
Times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Giants on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
She got it. I know that about it. I said, I love you too. I love you too. Go in my thing, say my dog.
Gotta get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Ain't my dog.
Now it's done.
How much I got spent for you? How much I got in you?
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
I like too far now.
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's a pick six and Giants touchdown. So a fourth quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that. But one thing, that team that just got the pick
I
6,
said for 12.
they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
And
now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's from the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah, how much I gotta spend for you? How much I got you?
CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Hey, I like to partner. You roll it up. Hey, I like to partner.
It's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Wilson's got it on the crossing route. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First and 10.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Deonte Banks with it. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. This has just really been a solid second half from them, CD, as they add another touchdown to the lead and they start to pull away in what was once a close ball game.
Yeah, they actually put the Jets on in this one, didn't they? Put a little cherry on top with that touchdown. Now we just got to play out this final minute, and they'll get a chance to celebrate a very hard-earned victory.
Extra point right down the middle. So they throw the pick six, they'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York.
Let's go now.
They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches, be honest, don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling.
you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Trap 60, trap 60. Track 60.
First and 10 at the 29.
Look to throw now on first down. Oh, dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's going. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Back to throw again. And drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Well, that one hurts. That wipes away what would have been a big play.
But you and I both know coaches aren't real big on silver linings, but at least that play call was a successful one. Now the focus offensively, that goes to overcoming the penalty and making all that yardage back again.
19, 18. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Giants come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy.
Jump out with your hoe. 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 Jump out with your hoe.